lbeats.com.
Ooh, yeah. I feel like today gon' be the day I make this play. That's gon' take me far, somewhere out of space. I've been grinding hard, ain't no space for second place. I won't risk it law for some reason I can't wait. I feel like today gon' be the day I made this play. That's gon' take me far.
Yo, it's your boy Joe, the M.I.ALIENS podcast. Got my boy Don Beezy with me.
What's up? What's up? What it do? And
we got a special guest with us today. Gabe, what's up?
What's good?
All right, Beezy, talk to me, man. What's our topic for the day?
I fucks with Gabe because Gabe's a God-fearing man, one. And two, I fucks with him because Gabe is able to separate emotion from fact.
Really?
Facts.
We gonna see today. Also, you said God fearing. Now we all know like that's a good thing, but we all don't fear the same God. So since we with the shits over here, Gabe, what's your belief? Like, what God do you fear in the sense of what God do you honor?
The God in the Bible, the Most High.
The Most High?
The God that created everything, yeah.
Okay.
100%, which is...
See, but everybody got different beliefs of, like, who is
sure.
the Most High, and also the Bible. Like, within the Bible, you got, like, many people that believe different things.
For sure. They come up with their own shit, from the Bible.
Fuck all the bullshit, man. Who do you believe are, like, the true Israelites?
He put him on the spot.
I believe the true people of God are the ones that follow God's commands. They follow God's regulations from the beginning, from the Israelites from Egypt. You get me? We can just follow people. A lot of people like to worship different, not like to worship different gods. People just worship different gods because that's what they were brought up on.
Okay.
But we can know who's worshiping the true God by their actions.
That's a great question. I mean, great answer. My bad on that one.
I say that's a great answer, but at the same time, it's a cap-ass answer.
No, it's not. Because
let me elaborate why it's a cap-ass answer.
Okay, go ahead.
Because there's a lot of God's true chosen people who never gonna find out that they're really chosen. You know what I'm saying? They're never gonna really find out, what their ancestors went through. It was for a reason why they went through it. Is because they were disobedient. You know what I'm saying? They're never gonna figure it out because the Most High say, in the latter days, He gonna leave niggas blind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He, it just ain't. In this new transition that's gonna come about, He only want real niggas, bro. He don't want no more. He don't want no more. Lame soldiers.
The reason why people will never figure out that is because they'll never follow God's teachings. So you can't.
Gotta seek His face.
God,
you know what I'm saying?
God and the Bible, they're not separate. They're together. You can't say you believe in God and not in the Bible. That makes no sense because it's like, then how do you believe in God? How do you know God is real? You have to go to a fact. Sure. You got to follow
a reference.
Yeah, reference.
The best reference.
So it just that just makes no sense. That's why people will always be blind. Like there's for an example, Nick Cannon controlled opposition. The things that he was saying about the industry. Oh yeah, we're the true Israelites. He's correct, but then he apologizes after about the things that he said. Why? It's because he has no reference.
He didn't really apologize from what I heard. He apologized if he hurt or offended anybody.
But he shouldn't be. He shouldn't because what he said is correct.
He never took anything he said back, and he made that very clear. He ain't taking that when he said back, and he still stands on what he said. But he apologized if he caused any hurt or he said anything that was hateful towards anybody, because that wasn't his message.
I understand.
Yeah, that wasn't his intention for
sure.
That
wasn't
whatsoever.
But
so
he couldn't pinpoint exactly what he meant. Even though he was correct with what he said.
What you mean what he meant?
With being that he finally figured out, oh yeah, we're the chosen people of God, but he can't back it up.
What you mean he didn't back it up?
He can't back that up with scripture. Like someone would ask him, oh, how do you know this for sure? He wouldn't know. Who's another one that said the same? Deshaun Jackson said the same thing. He apologized for what he said, to the fact that like he got invited to Auschwitz.
I don't know what that is.
Holocaust.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
Holocaust
bro,
camp.
this guy really knew what he was saying, bro. Like he would have not taken that back. You get what I'm saying?
I'll say it because he knew the consequences.
Yeah, but it's like, bro, if you believe in God, bro, nothing else in this world matters besides following God. Like These people care so much about having a title,
Popularity.
popularity. They care about all that stuff, bro. That stuff does not matter. Like, all that stuff is perishable. You get me?
sure.
Like, and you can't blame them, bro, because it's like they didn't know any better. Like, all that stuff was like brought onto them, and they're just like, whoa, like I can experience this and that, what money does, this and that, and then that leads to worshiping other things, like
sure.
like other gods, like money. Money could be a god for people.
Absolutely.
You get me 100%. So, people are starting to wake up, but it's like they can't. They're like they're seeing the light, but it's like people just stop at a certain point and they don't just keep searching.
Cup full, man.
But to go back though, like as far as Nick Cannon goes, I didn't even hear about the Deshaun Jackson case.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't.
He was the first one. And
Never heard that.
Yeah, man, he was the first. And Ice Cube on Twitter is putting a lot of that stuff out there too. But it's like, bro, they're correct with what they're saying 100%, but it's like they have no reference at all.
Really?
Yeah, man, like they don't.
If you go back to the description in the Bible as far as his people and what they're going through and what they will go through, I can say that sound like black people in real time right now.
For sure.
Yeah. It's just like there's nothing new under the sun. You get me? Things are always going to repeat over and over. Prophecy can happen once, twice, 3 times.
Absolutely.
So the things that happened 4, 5, 6 thousands of years ago is happening now. Israelites being captive in Egypt. This world in the Bible, this world is Egypt.
Yeah, it's like spiritual Egypt.
Yeah, spiritual Egypt. This is
That's why we got pyramids on our money and shit.
Yeah, this is the city of refuge. Like of refuge. Remember in the Old Testament times that if you kill someone by accident, you can flee to the city of refuge, but not die. But you had to wait till the high priest died for you to escape.
In regards to that, I feel like, you said this is the city of refuge. I feel like this is one big ass landmass. There could be like many cities of refuge.
At the end of the day, this whole entire world is a prison. I mean, think about it when we live this life. Like, how are you happy 24 hours out of the day? Be 100% on every single day of your life?
Yes. I'll say the other part, I'm probably sleep.
I mean, I'm the type of person, bro, that I try to look the best for everything. So I can say like, man, I'm happy all the time. But there is down times too in our lives.
Downtimes, you can be happy through downtimes.
You can.
I feel like that's all perspective.
There's always something that's gonna happen, bro. That's like you're not gonna be joyful 24/7 out of the time. That's just not how it is.
I get what you're saying,
You get
but
what I'm saying?
I can't say that. Let's say if I got into a car wreck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like that, but that's not going to ruin my day, or I'm not going to be super pissed about that.
All right, good.
In that sense, I'm like, well, damn, that happened, but whatever.
A lot of people aren't like that. I'm like that. Exactly. I'm like, oh, bro, whatever, bro. Like, it just happened. Like, this is the city of refuge, bro. People are bound to disappoint. Things are bound to happen like this. Like, this world isn't fair, and it's not supposed to be fair because if people knew where they came from, they would understand this world a lot better. People think that this world is supposed to be fair. Like, hey, how come things don't go well for me? This and that. You got to trace back into your spiritual life what the Bible is saying.
And I want to piggyback on that. Ever since I figured out that with these commandments comes blessings, not only just the inverse if we don't follow them, there's curses that come with these commandments. But once we start doing them, there's blessings that come with it. And the more I start, perfecting my walk, perfecting these commandments, I feel like my life gets better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get more, I have more happiness in my life. I have more peace in my life. And it's just such a dope thing that, shit that's 1 + 1 and niggas don't kill, don't steal, woody woo. A nigga wasn't on that already. But when you start like breaking shit down, like the most important commandment, don't put a power before your power. You know what I'm saying? Also, no idol worship. These are prevalent things, we see in, our churches. This is prevalent things we see in our homes. Because a lot of people have, figurines of, JC in their home.
Jay-Z?
JC, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, the cross.
Everything. Cross, all that. But all this stuff was prophesied that we would do this. We would worship, gods of wood and stone, woody woo.
It's like what's so crazy? When the Israelites built the Asherah pole with the bronze snake on it. Remember that?
No, I don't know what that is.
So when the Israelites grumbled against Moses because he took so long to come back?
For sure.
Remember how he broke the tablets because he
sure.
saw they were worshiping a pole with a snake on it.
Was it a snake or was it like a bull or something like that?
No, that's Baal.
Wow, yeah.
Baal, yeah. No, but this was a bronze pole with a bronze snake on it. And then when Moses saw that, he broke the tablets of the commandments, and he was upset. And then snakes came from the earth to the ground to bite them, poisonous snake, and Israelites started dying. And then they said,
I got the story totally backwards then. Because from my understanding, that serpent, it bit the people and healed the people.
no, okay, so this is the thing. The serpents bit. Okay, you're right. The serpent bit the, yes, they were worshiping a golden calf. You're 100% correct.
For
This
sure.
is the story. They were worshiping a golden calf. They saw that. Snakes were sent down to bite the Israelites and kill them.
Yeah.
Then the only way they would be healed is if they built a pole with a snake on it, and if they looked at it, they would survive because God said to build that bronze snake. And then after that, they started worshiping that.
For the record, these snakes, these serpents we're talking about is dragons. We'll talk about that another time. But keep going.
No, but yeah, and then they started. The only way they were able to survive is if they built a pole with a snake on it and then look at it. My point is that when you look at hospitals, you never seen the pole with the snake on it. That's from the Bible.
Yes, for sure.
That's so crazy, right?
Is it from the Bible though? Because
That's biblical. Yeah,
It's
100%.
different. You see it in.
Because
no,
you
like
know,
not from that story though. Not from
Yeah,
from
but think about it. At a doctor, who goes to the hospital? The sick. Who needed healing at that time? The Israelites. But what healed them? Was it the bronze snake on the pole or was it God's word? It was God's word. He said to build it. But they thought that this is what healed me. So I'm going to worship this idol right here, this statue, a pole with a snake on it.
So I don't know. I can't say that for sure because if God's telling you to do something,
Right.
and you'll be healed or look at it or whatever case may be, I think it'll be very clear. It's not really if God gives you a commandment or whatever case may be, it'll be very clear that the glory goes to Him. And I don't know, it's like setting them up for failure in the sense of why I tell you to build this shit, look at it, and then you'll be healed. and then they worship that.
And then 800 years later, King Hezekiah realized, man, this has been an idol the whole time. They've been burning incense to this thing, and then he smashed it and he ruined and he destroyed it.
For sure.
It's, bro, it's
Brought
so
his people back to righteousness.
Thinking about it now, bro, it's so easy to worship anything unknowingly, bro.
And I want to touch on that because
Go
my
for it.
dog in the beginning, he said that, like even in America, in God we trust. You know what I'm saying? The Most High say there's many gods. You know what I'm saying? So what God these niggas talking about if they got like pyramids and eyes on their money and shit like that? From my understanding, that eye and that pyramid shit is in reference to,
Baphomet.
Not really. I was gonna say Egyptology. You know what I'm saying? The Eye of Ra.
Eye of Ra, yep.
Yeah, shit like that. That's why they got the pyramid. The back end. You go to Washington D.C. You see obelisk in Washington D.C. just like you see obelisk in Egypt. Woody whoop. But to piggyback off what my dog was saying, he's like, and to piggyback off what you were saying, niggas be worshiping shit. Just because. That's what we taught. A lot of times we don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? We just following what the OGs is putting on to us. But, we have to understand, our OGs ain't where they at in life because, the choices they made. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be, somewhat reflection off them, but a better version of them.
Absolutely.
We're supposed to be getting better and better, with each generation to come. And one thing, back to my dog, he was talking about what gods. Niggas be worshiping different gods. Niggas really have to understand, there's the Old Testament God of Israel, and then when you look at the New Testament, you have a Holy Trinity. In the original test, that Trinity's absent. You cannot find this Trinity. You cannot find three masculine energies creating life, and creating the beginning of the world. You won't find that. In the old.
Hey, before you get on,